Wow, we're back and we're trying to make it work. There we go. Little rusty.
There it is.
Apologize.
There it is.
Guys, we're back. We're back in studio today. Finally got been a bit of hiatus, but first and foremost, thanks for joining us and let's hanging out and talk some V-dubs, talk some just car stuff, talk some shows, some events, and answer the questions you guys fire across. So if you guys do have a question, comment, want to know something EMPI related, whatnot, what color boxers Adrian likes to wear, you fire it away. We're always monitoring the comments and whatnot, and we'll do our best to get to them all. So today we're going to hang out with Adrian from EMPI sales team, my co-pilot, or excuse me, my cohort in travel.
That's right. Hello. Hi, everybody. And the color is red.
and of course, my man, DJ Eddie Express on the switchboard today. Already, we got Corey Mack already chiming in. What's up, brother? How long time no see? Hope the travel went well. Frank Schmidt's already checking in. Craig Saunders checking in from the UK. I dig it, guys. You know, and just to kind of a brief reflect. I know we've talked about this a few times on the show, but you know, some of the stuff that that happens and whatnot. Just getting the DMs, you guys asking when the show's coming back, what we're doing. Seeing so many people last weekend in Wisconsin. Thank you. That's all I can really say is it does make it worthwhile doing the show when I get feedback like that, or asking to have a guest back on, or hey, can you get Corey Mack back, or can Cameron Frey come in, or let's talk about this with Jack. Let's do something. So I dig it all. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for doing that. So man, today's just really just a reconnection day with you guys. Kind of fire away with some stuff, catch up, talk about a little bit about some of the shows that have gone on, and bring everybody up to speed. Really where we're at. Yeah, man. So, gosh, where do we start, Dre? It's been a crazy.
It's been a while, right?
Yeah.
When's the last time we were in here?
It's been like 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Wow.
Yeah. So it's
a lot has happened since then, right?
Yes. We were in we were in Texas for the V-Dub rollout show. Guys, I don't know if you guys caught that. That's in Southern Texas, San Antonio. Cool event.
Very cool.
Different layout, different format than what we're used to in California or several places around there. They have these open air trade markets and stuff like that down there, and it's really popular. And they put on an awesome show.
Yeah, it was really well put together. You know, when we first got there, I'm like, whoa, this is different. I mean, it's definitely different. It's a different setup, and it's not even like we're used to that the VW crowd and everybody showing up at 5, 6 in the morning. It's like, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there when we kind of get there.
Yeah, definitely laid back.
It was a lot more laid back. But then once everybody was there, it was like just a big party. There was the band, the DJ, the crowd. Corey had his own personal cigar roller that he met there.
Yeah, man. Shout out to that dude. He just brought us some phenomenal cigars and
yeah, I mean, everybody was so gracious. It was really, really a good time. I mean, and you know, everything worked out really well. Even the logistics of everything, right? Getting our stuff there, getting it to our booth, packing it up, shipping it back home. Everything went without a hitch. I mean, this was honestly one of the easier shows that we've had logistically, just because everything was set up.
Yeah, big shout out to Alfred and all the guys that put
Alfred,
the show on over there at the V-Dub rollout. I mean, the logistics, you know, for many of you guys know, it's not easy to get out there, right? You know, not just jumping on a plane, rental cars, hotels, all that stuff is just standard. But to get product out there, the goodies to display, the free goodies, giveaways, and you know, koozies, stickers, keychains, all that stuff to get out there, and get it in, you know, shipped in advance, make sure it arrives, and those guys took care of it and really helped out. So big shout out to Alfred and his entire team on that show. First time forever. Yeah. First time ever for us going out there, and they put on an awesome event. I mean, whether it's like you said, the overall hospitality was great.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. Yeah, it's
so
really good. Everybody really took care of us. Everything we needed. They're always checking on us, make sure we're doing good. You need a drink? Do you need anything? Coolers are here. Blah, blah, blah. It was really good. And then even the crowd, I mean, we met some really, really cool guys, right?
Yeah.
Out there, the car clubs that were out there, the guys from Mexico that were there, the other vendors. Daniel, was it Daniel or David, the Hot Wheel guy? David took care of us. Everyone's inviting us to dinner.
Breakfast.
They offered us a car to go on the cruise.
Yes.
Only problem was they offered us a dune buggy with no top, and it was like 110 degrees and 100% humidity. And Corey was melting.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, man, I appreciate it. we'll catch you on the flip side.
Yeah. I mean, I was sweating in places that I didn't even know I had
Yeah.
sweat to go.
Definitely different in Texas. That's for sure.
Yeah, but it's still a lot of fun. I mean, it was a good time. And you know what? There was actually, I don't know, I didn't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
But I mean, there were 2 splits, right?
4
splits.
Floor split windows.
4 splits, a lot of early buses.
Some beautiful buses. A couple of those we shared on our story.
Yeah.
Beautiful double cab, like flower bus.
Yeah.
And then a beautiful green and black bus that had just a phenomenal paint job on it.
Yeah. And then there was a lot of really tricked out custom stuff, some original stuff. I think there was one guy that had a 71 or 71 that was perfect. I mean, it was just pristine, just perfect. Then, you had all the custom stuff, all the guys from Mexico with the Mexico Euro style bugs.
Rotary powered.
Yeah.
Some go fast stuff with the turbo nitrous. I mean, I dig it. It was just a good variety of everything.
Good variety.
And that's why these shows are so important for us and in general, is just to take in the scene, take in different areas and the demographics of it all. What's hot in that area is different than a lot of other areas. And it's just to show, but hey, at the end of the day, they're still using our parts. They're just doing it differently. And I dig it.
Yeah. It was a good time. We got to visit,
Buggy
Warehouse. Yep. So that was cool. We got to meet Lee and Chris. That was fun. Got to see the shop, give us a little tour. Then everybody we talked to. And the one thing that was pretty cool is most of the time when we go to a show, we get thanked by, the promoters for being there and the other dealers that happen to be there. But this show, I had a lot of just attendees, whether they had their car there or not, thanking us for being there. Yeah. And I was like, whoa, cool. Yeah, man. Then they were like, hey man, we really appreciate you guys coming out here to San Antonio, to Southern Texas, blah, blah, blah. But it was really cool. I mean, I felt the genuine, they were so happy that we were just there just to show up. And it felt great, man. It was a really good time. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I like being there.
It was definitely a different vibe.
Yeah.
Definitely. And that's the stuff that we really enjoy. I want to echo what you just said because it really does mean a lot to us.
Absolutely.
It's stuff that I bring back with me and I share that with the team here, much like Adrian does. We put it in discussions with, future plans, what we want to do, what shows work. But that's what you'll see us, we're out there so much going to these different shows it's a way to say thank you. It's a way for you guys to share your stories with us, to share your triumphs, your tribulations, the things that we're having here, where we're going, give you a chance to just have that one-on-one connection, with EMPI that's been synonymous for so long. And we're able to go out there and just talk to you guys, discuss things. We helped with motor combinations. We talked about cam selections with people. We talked about disc brake setups for bug and bus. We talked about all these different types of things and hopefully guiding people in the right direction. So it's like when we're out there and they're at these shows, utilize the resources there. We can go through a catalog with you. Yep. We'll mark some things up for you. Hopefully we'll help you out making your build that much better. But it was really neat to hear all the different stories about people. Oh, I bought these 2 buses out in the farm out here. Bought them for $700. Guys, buses are still out there. You can still find some killer deals. These were both early bays.
Yeah.
And the guy went and drove one here, and it's pretty cool to see, building these projects with his son and then just the family going in and cruising together. But it's just dig it. And I love it. I love going out there for that stuff.
And I think I hope everybody understands when we travel to these shows, we set up our 2-3 tents, tables with parts on them. Now, and all those parts we bring, they're just so people can see some of the new stuff that we have, some new product that maybe you haven't seen before in your local store, but it's all just there for display and for discussion. We're not there trying to sell anything. We take t-shirts and hats for people to buy because maybe they don't have access to buy the EMPI shirts that often. So that's why we take them. And, we're not there to really sell anything to make money. We're just there to talk. So, when everybody comes up and has these discussions with us and, about their car or their builds or, the questions they have, that's honestly why we're there. That's really the whole reason why we're there, just to connect with people, answer any questions that they've had that they haven't been able to answer or, whatever. If they see something on a car that happens to be there and they're ask us, hey, I want to get that on my car. Where is it? And I have the catalogs there that we hand out to people. I show them, I just give them the page number. I'm like, here, call your local dealer. order it tomorrow or the next day.
Yeah.
But that's really why we're there. We're just there to hang out and talk to everybody. And that's why I think that's why we connect with people, because we're not there trying to sell parts, or we're not doing that. We're just trying to make connections and, have a good time.
Yeah. I think we looked at the log steps of just walking around and everybody wants to show us their car. We trade, times on doing it. He'll go look at some people's cars. They have a question. They want to show us something.
It's like a minimum of 10,000 steps.
Yeah.
At least when we're there at a show, because we're just going back and forth.
Yeah.
And, the bigger the venue, the more you're walking, the more questions, the more people you get to meet. And that's the fun part of this.
Yep. Just know that we're there for you guys at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
So cool. I dig ever seen all the regulars checking in. I know it's been a minute, guys. And it was a good little social test today. We only gave a 10-minute warning, threw it up there, and we got a good bunch of following, which I really do appreciate it, guys. It does mean a lot to see so many people. Many of you guys are regulars to chime in.
Well, I've been getting asked, when's the podcast coming back? What's going on? Why haven't you guys done it? It's just busy.
Yep.
But yeah, I know people were waiting for the show.
Yep. So, couple things. What's up, Clint Cox? How you doing? Lucas, how's it going? Wink, hope you're feeling better, my dude.
Yeah, Wink, get better, man.
I see you in there, man.
Your Instagrams were like, whoa, hope he's okay.
Yeah. Frank Schmitz checking in, asking about the mag BRMs. That's been an old post that we messed around with a long time ago. It was just a thought. Hey guys, who would want to see the mag BRMs come back? So there is no progression on that. There was literally a, let's throw it out there against in the interwebs, and let's see if we could get enough traction to make it worthwhile. Some of the comments that were out there were just made absolutely zero sense. And, stuff like that does not get new products off the ground. Some stuff showing interest, we dig it. There is a local manufacturer in the United States that still makes magnesium products. So it is doable, but got to need enough response to make it happen. So
yeah, that's kind of with everything.
Exactly. But it was fun. So to answer your question, Frank, no new progression on the mag, the BRM in the mag. But the thought of it is daily for me. I have one right here on the wall as a reminder, an original, and it's something that I'd like to see happen sometime in the future, just because. But I doubt they would be DOT legal.
That's a good point. After rollout, we had drag day.
Drag day.
Yeah, that was another long day. Oh, you didn't attend that with us, did you?
I did not make drag day.
That's right. So I guess I'll talk about drag day.
Fill us in.
Yeah, drag day. Kind of drag day is what it is. We had a good time. We set up early. We talked to everybody. Honestly, I think I paid a little more attention to the racing this time.
We did have a few horses in the race.
Yeah, we had some horses in the race. Jesse and the Blue Beast, Ashlyn, the JC car, the EMPI Bullet.
Scott
Kelly was there, and it was a good time. The racing was really good, and everyone seemed to be having a good day. There was some issues at the end, but I mean, everybody did well. And final 3 races, Jesse took it, Ashlyn took it, and Scott Kelly took it. So
did well. I think you're kind of underselling it there. The EMPI race team came in big.
Yeah, big time, big win. I know you texted me because you were out of state, and I'm like, oh, big day, dude. Everybody won, and it was a really good time. So yeah, I mean, drag day. I think the crowd was a little smaller than normal. Maybe the racers too, but I did notice it was kind of a different setup. And it was kind of, I think it might have been a little more spread out than normal. It seemed like the swap section went all the way to the back wall, and it kind of went across. So I don't know. I don't know. Usually I'm used to everything a little closer, so everything's kind of jam packed. But it seemed like maybe they spread things out a little more, and they maybe made the crowd, in different areas all at the same time. So it didn't seem as busy to me as it normally is. But again, I'm in one spot, so I can only see where I'm at the whole time. But still, it went well. Good day. Weather was really good. I mean, that was one of those days where I was like, oh, thank God, it's nice, overcast.
We weren't sitting cooking like the last one.
Yeah, so that was good. It was good weather, good day. We got in there, we got out. Everything went well. But
I mean, shout out to Andy Kimball and his whole team over there. I mean, they're every event, it seems like they get better and better and better and better.
Yeah, and that was a nice shirt. I like that shirt. I got their event shirt.
Okay, let's talk about t-shirts real quick.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so some of you guys may follow. I don't know if you want to follow them, but you can follow EMPI Adrian on social media, and he did a social test. We'll call it that.
Yeah. So I keep taking a picture of the t-shirt that I'm wearing that day, because I noticed, I'm like, oh shoot, I put on a VW t-shirt almost every day, and I'm like, oh, you know what? And I get Henry, and I'm like, Henry, photographer, come here, take a picture of my t-shirt. And then I've been posting it on my stories, and gotten a couple new t-shirts since then. Jason at Westy Restorations, is he on?
You should be on here somewhere.
Yeah, he's always there. He sent us t-shirts for the guys. He sent me some different sizes.
Right?
Yeah, Smurf. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna probably be doing it. I'll probably do it today later on. But yeah, if anyone wants to send size large and size
3X
big boy husky.
Yeah, basically a circus tent sewn along the edges.
Yeah, I'm gonna be posting shirts that we get on the story daily,
and we wear them.
Oh yeah,
I mean, we wear them everywhere.
That's all we wear. I mean, all I wear is VW t-shirts, it seems like. But yeah, that's another cool thing. And we're sharing. We got some in Texas.
Yeah, we got some awesome shirts in Texas.
We've got like I said, Jason and Westy Restoration from Utah. The guys from Mexico send us shirts.
KCW, shout out to Working Man's Class.
Yeah. So send your t-shirts to EMPI, and we'll get them on there, and then maybe people like them and order
wear them on the show.
Yeah, they'll order them from me.
Couple things too. One of the things I did forget about Texas, and you guys may, if you guys follow VW Life, if you guys follow VW Life, give a thumbs up, give a little check in on that one, dude. But those guys that run a YouTube channel, kind of had a little meeting with them, and I'm not going to give it away too much, but if you look at the episode from about 3 weeks ago, we were out in Texas. It's a recap, but we, EMPI and the EMPI Insider, myself, we're going to be working alongside of them on a very special, fun project over the winter that are gonna hopefully make some waves at next year. So it should be a blast. Good way for us to test some parts. Let those guys kind of turn them loose on some of the new stuff that we're working on. Let them build a little bit more rapport with what the things that we're doing here, and then vice versa. We can work with them a little bit more. Let them kind of give some input on the new product that we're building. Some of the product that's, a general, I call it just general everyday product, tie rods, tie rod ends, ball joints, steering boxes, brakes, brake shoes, all the normal stuff, and let them get a feel for it. So that's another, good avenue for them to tell people, hey man, this stuff's really good. It's changing, and the new EMPI's coming hard and continue to go hard, or, frankly, they're not happy with it. I mean, they're going to tell you the way it is. So hopefully stuff will go good. But if you guys don't follow them, give VW Life a follow on YouTube, and stay up to date with the project that's coming down the pipeline. We're super stoked on that.
I'm noticing more and more online, either videos, podcasts, VW specific, and it's pretty cool. Now you can, like before, you just search and you didn't find that much, but it seems like a lot more people are doing a lot more things online, which is really good. I mean, it's good for the whole community.
Yeah, we want it to be infectious, and this is one of the things that we really tried to share even this weekend, is just like, look, man, it's not about EMPI all the time. It's not about me. It's not about just what we're doing. It's about the community as a whole. It's about, bringing everybody together around a car that we all are passionate about, right? And if we can set ourselves aside and just focus on the passion and the project, and we touched some great people this weekend, sitting in the cars, touching the cars, showing what they can do. And that's really what we want to do for the future and continue on. So, Oh, we already got a taker. Andy Kimball, what size shirt is Adrian? He's a large. One day he'll grow into a men's size, extra large, but no.
Well, I hope not.
COVID. But no, Adrian's a large, 3X for me. But, and then of course we can't forget, Engineer Eddie over here. He's an XL. So
XL.
But cool, Andy. Good to chime in, man. I miss you, dude. Haven't seen you for a minute. Hopefully we can go ride soon and get back on the bikes. I know we can't do it Sunday, so that'll roll in the next thing.
Sunday.
So Sunday treffing.
Sunday
at the Phoenix Club, Anaheim. The very last, what appears to be the very last treffing at the Phoenix Club. Treffing will continue, but just not at Not at the Phoenix Club. It's kind of a shame.
Yeah, it's a
Very
really good
cool,
venue.
very cool venue. German Brewha deal, and
Good
it's
location, grass. I always like areas with grass. It just, I don't know, something about it just feels
it's
different.
funny you say that because Lucas Hand just says, "Hey man, we got a spot saved for you guys by the trees for Volks Jam, so extra shade."
See,
What's the date on that one again? We just shared that a few minutes ago. October 16th. So difficult schedule in Arizona, day before Farmington's fall, May 17th, excuse me, October 17th. So we're gonna try to work that out. There's a cool poker run. You get to drive the race cars on the street, so it's pretty fun. So
wait,
I didn't.
which one? Which event?
Volks Jam at the dam.
gotcha.
Volks Jam at the dam.
Oh yeah. I saw that. I saw that flyer the other day too.
So hello. Let's see. I'm trying to go through the comments. Keep talking, Dre. Well, I'm going through the comments.
So Eddie, how you been?
No mic.
Oh, really? That
my
good?
My bad.
No, but so yeah.
Hello from Chile. Good to see you.
Chile.
Cool, man.
Chile.
It's cool. We got Brazil, UK, Chile. I mean, across the country, we got Texas, Colorado. I mean, it's just so cool, man. I love just sitting down with an afternoon, hanging out, talking B-dubs. You know, if you got some specific questions, again, fire away. We'll do our best to answer them. You know, and see what we can do. Shout out to Clint Cox. We were inquiring about a hot rod that had sold. We were looking for an old car that had sold. We called him up firsthand and said, "Hey, man, you know about this car down there? Can you help us find it? Like to get our hands on it." So just stuff like that. It's what I dig about the VW community, man. We just start calling.
Yeah, it's really
And then Andy Kimball got himself a hot new cool bus, the Bestel, the bay window Bestel. So congrats, Andy, on the new ride. I hope that does not mean your Baja is going to go up on the auction block. If it is, please let us know. It's going to be a cool project.
Don't let me know.
I'm really love to see the new Porsche product with Porsche Journal, Porsche Link. Yeah, I mean, Frank, a lot of the stuff that we ask for or people ask for, you know, if you've got to get, you know, we can't just do one-off stuff, right?
Yeah.
The biggest thing is we need enough to make sense, to cover the cost of tooling, to amortize it. I mean, and to cover we want to just do a one-shot, one-hit deal. So, I mean, we love these ideas. We love to continue to draw stuff out of you guys. Many of you guys have sent me emails. You've talked about suspension components. You've talked about, you know, transmission things. I mean, the list goes on, and I dig it because I read every single one of those. I have a special folder on my computer that goes into there, kind of a stash. And as we need, okay, we finished these projects and they've moved on to the next stage of manufacturing. What's next? We start digging through these things. Hey, does this make sense? Does this make sense? So, you know, keep these ideas coming, keep the info coming, keep the wants coming to us so that we can continue to develop new product, maybe bring something back, maybe something that we used to make and we don't anymore, maybe something you want to put a change to. We love all of that stuff because, again, at the end of the day, it's good information for us. But know that you guys, to get something to that next stage to where we're really going to dive into it, build up your team. I mean, go into your Porsche groups, your forums, you know, get more people in there. Tag me. I mean, if you're on Facebook and you're in these Porsche groups, add me to the group. Get enough people behind it. That's how we get things done. I mean, there's other stuff that's for the Porsche coming down the pipeline right now. I mean, we had Rod Emery in here last week. I can't go into details yet, but these are the things that we're doing, and we're connecting with the right people. Benton and Rod Emery and all these things that we're doing to make sure that we bring you guys some badass product that you want, that's a need in the marketplace. You know, we don't want to go out and build XYZ part that 3 other companies already make, but, you know, it's just not worth it. But where there's a need and there's a want, we're going to definitely look at it very strongly. And I tell that to everybody at every show. They come up to Adrian, they come up to me, they say, we want to build this, or you guys should do that. It's like, man, if it makes sense, we'll do it. That's the great part about doing this right now. We're at such a unique time within EMPI, and we're on such a massive growth spurt. If we're going to make it happen, it's going to happen now, right? It's going to happen while we're just pumping money back into this thing. We're turning the pages of this company. We're riding the ship in the right direction. All of that stuff rolls into new products, current existing products, improvements, staffing, all the stuff that it takes to make these new things happen. Now's the time. And that's why we really do take this stuff seriously. I can't stress it enough. Send us info, tag us, add me. I look at it. I meet twice a week with the new project ideation, my team that we work with. And we talk about new products every single week and where we're at, and all this stuff coming on the pipeline, guys. You know, we come up with an idea today. It's going to be a year till it gets here because we have to go through the processes. We're not, of just design, develop, engineering, testing. I mean, there's stuff that we've been working on 18 months. I mean, the Moroso valve covers were, for crying out loud, over a 12-month project.
Willwood calipers.
Willwood calipers. So know that we hear you, but if you want to see stuff done, again, tag us in Facebook groups, add us to the group, in the Instagram posts, send us DMs, whatever you need to do, drop an email. We're here and we want to keep it going.
So we're treffing this weekend,
Yep.
right? Sunday
treffing. I really enjoy this show.
Yeah.
It's nice different. Show. It's laid back. It's got grass, gives a good vibe, cool products.
Indoor.
Yeah. In and out, right? We were out in the grass. So we'll be out in the grass hanging out. Hopefully it won't be 147. Hope not. And it'll be good, man. Die-cast cars. I knew it wouldn't take long for that comment to come up. Yes, Lucas, we do have some new die-cast stuff in the works. I was a little apprehensive on doing this next one, just because the market really supports 164 scale stuff. And we did a 124th and it went to Walmart and it did really, really well. But it's just different. Not everybody has the room for 124 scale.
I have no room.
It takes a lot. You're going to get it. Don't lie. I mean, let's be honest. Yes, one is I've already signed off on it. It's already been done. It's already approved. Our work's finished. It's in production. It'll be the 124 scale EMPI bus, and it's going to look absolutely amazing. It's going to be a chase piece as well. I've also got 2 other buses that I've finished. Artwork's done, signed off. It's already in production. And these things should be here anywhere between 30 days from now and the end of the year. There's going to be a consistent little rollout. So, yeah, some of the stuff will roll in right at Christmas time. You just said it right now. Barring any unforeseen circumstances and shipping delays and everything else, hopefully it'll be here in time. But yeah, there is several pieces coming. Working on a very, very, very special project potentially for a rollout next year. It'll be a multi-car set, and just think old school. That's all I'm going to tell you. And I can't wait. I'm working on it, and this is going to be bitching.
Mm-hmm.
So the stuff that's coming now is obviously awesome. But yeah, just be patient. Oh, Eddie, grab me that. I haven't had a chance to show anybody that really I showed it briefly on the Instagram.
Oh yeah.
But I've been wanting to show you guys this one. This was a special one for me. So, so I'm going to show you my best. I'm going to pull it out of here as best I can. So you guys know that I live and breathe die-cast, but I reached out to a gentleman to do a one-off. And then I wanted to do like the inch pincher because everybody's like, oh, you got to do the inch pincher. So we did the OG very beginning stuff. And this dude knocked it out of the park. He's super talented, does all the 3D printing. I mean, so I'm going to show you guys this one here. This is a 1-of-1. I'm trying to get this has all the graphics on it. Sprint stars on the bus, BRM on the bug, dual carb motor, all hand painted, custom done. All the lettering is all done. It has the EMPI logos on it. It's got Batone's name on it. I mean, it is awesome. So next time you guys are here at EMPI HQ and we're going to do a tour, try to get by the office, because this one, that is definitely one of my personal faves. It is not going to go into full production. It is that is literally just a 1-of-1, and yeah. But I wanted to show because I'm super excited. I waited like 10 months for that thing. It's badass, and I'm super stoked. But I do have 2 more in the works that are one-offs, and I'll gladly show them to you guys when they arrive. So super stoked on that.
Yeah, that thing is really, really nice.
It's like that is my next to my other my very first custom one-off that was given to me by Kraut Customs out of Germany, the Mandalorian bus. this one is the crowning moment with it. So I love it.
Yeah, that thing is so cool. I mean, if you guys could see it, the amount of detail work in that thing is just ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even the case, the way they did it, they made it all of it's by hand. This guy does everything by hand. I'm gonna pull the bug off just to give you guys an idea a little bit, so you get a little bit better shot of it. It's not the best angle, but we're trying. But I mean, you can see the quality of the paint, real rubber tires. They all roll. Dual carb setup, stripes. I mean, the whole deal. EMPI Racing team on the back. So very, very cool.
Every detail on that thing.
Yeah,
amazing.
super, super sick. So shout out to Pacific Northwest Customs. There you go, guys. PNW Customs on Instagram. The dude is a friggin' genius. And yeah, but it doesn't come cheap and and it's worth every penny, but be patient because the dude's awesome. I see Dennis Sletton chiming in. What's up, Chip and Dennis driving in? They're driving in, bringing the Class 11 cars back from Crandon, Wisconsin.
Oh, they were part of the tow team.
Yep. And they're 2,100 and 80 some miles, I think, each direction.
Wow.
And then it's these guys, man, what a weekend. And I am not gonna do the Crandon show, guys. The Crandon recap show will be next Tuesday. I actually asked Ryan Rodriguez to come down here, hang out. He's going to drop the cars off in time, so we'll make it a whole day out of it. And I don't want to spoil any of it because, man, the Crandon event deserves its own show. But all I can tell you right now is it was a freaking trip of a lifetime to race in front of, 60,000 people, 100,000 people over the weekend. Over 100,000 people over the weekend. What an amazing event. Hospitality was wonderful by all, and we had 17 Class 11s make the journey, the pilgrimage to Crandon, Wisconsin, and a lot of that credit goes to Ryan Rodriguez and Chip. They drove 2 full semi rigs out there, 7 bugs on one and an open trailer, which made for a hell of a big slug bug when you went by with your family getting the hell beat out of you by your brother or sister. And then Ryan's Red Rocket there. Semi truck looking beautiful, rolling down the road, had another 5 in it, plus trailers behind them, had a couple more, and they were picking up cars along the way. Made a stop at KCW, pick up JJ and his crew, picked up Scott Small's team out of Colorado also. I mean, just, you know what? It's probably the best time, and it was really, really good to see the entire Class 11 team, and I'm going to call them family, all get together, shake all the bullshit, all the Facebook drama, all the nitpicking and backfighting and bullshit, to sit down and have one hell of a weekend amongst an entire group that really brought everybody together. And it's exactly how it was supposed to be. Chip, you were 100% right. It was cool. It's over with. And what a way to bring it home, man. It was just awesome. We shared laughs. We shared triumphs. We shared just broken, blown up motors. 2 motors kicked the rods out. Guys were just pushing their stuff so hard. Everybody pulled together, got everybody back. Every single car that raced Friday night that blew both motors up and put on their sides and crashed and whatever else, every single car took the green flag on freaking Sunday, which was the culmination of it all. So shout out to everybody, the entire group, the entire squad of Class 11 drivers, their co-drivers, their families, their friends, everybody that came out there. Freaking awesome time. I can't wait till next year, and I've already been in talks with Marty Fioca today, so it's going down.
Very nice, because I want to go back, and I'll have to put that on the schedule for next year.
Oh, looks like Jay Otis comes in with a beautiful comment today. Please improve your parts, bring them home. It's worth the price to increase, buddy. You say it how, but it is what it is, man. It doesn't work like that, and our quality and improvement is astronomically different from where it once was. So check it out, man. Get yourself up to speed and educate yourself a little bit, and you'll be ready to rock and roll really where we're going. And we're not just made in China, by the way. We're made in China. We're made in Brazil. We're made in the Philippines. We're made in Taiwan. We're in Mexico. We're made right here in Anaheim, California. So we're having local vendors machine and manufacture stuff for us. We're really making efforts, man. So I encourage you to really catch yourself up to speed and really see where we're going, man. It's awesome. Lucas, Otter the Overlander bus is watching here. So what Class 11 trail? Oh, that Class 11 trailer was awesome. Wish I could have seen it in person. Man, I'll tell you right now, that was one of the most photographed posts on Instagram. That was we were tagged. I can't tell you how many times. And I mean, even Race Desert shared it, for crying out loud. And it was infectious, man. Everybody likes a bug. They want to watch the stuff. I have a little clip for you guys that I'm going to share right at the end of the show. On Sundays, Super Bowl Sunday, I call it, event of just all the Class 11s, and the crowd was insane. And they're taking the first turn, and just the madness, the mayhem. It's worth every second of it. If you haven't done it and you like off-road racing and you like short course racing, make the trip, man. It's worth it, but book it now, because it's the town of 1,900 people.
Oh. Now, not to get into too much detail, but typically the night race I always liked, like at King of the Hammers, right? But it did seem like that day race maybe was better.
The night race is good, but remember the Sunday day race.
Yeah,
that is the prime time spot.
Oh, we were with the whole crowd there.
With the whole crowd, it's less races, because like the sportsman guys have already gone through their races and stuff like that. So
right.
I think there's 9 races on Sunday.
Yeah,
and that is the top tier teams.
Gotcha.
And we were really fortunate enough with Marty to put us right in the prime spot, right before the Pro 2, Pro 4 guys. I mean, so your premium spot, live TV, just badass. And that's when everybody go. I mean, that's the day that everybody wants to go to see that's the Red Bull Cup. I mean,
right. Okay. So
Sunday is the day.
Sunday is the day.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong. Everything leading up to it all matters, because it's all, but it was a good chance. I mean, the Friday night race was a way for us to really, we had a small practice session.
Yes.
I think we got 15 minutes on the track. Then we got the Friday race. And that Friday race was like, how are we going to test? What are we going to do? The weather conditions changed, we had rain, this and that. So it's like we were testing stuff. Everybody was trying new stuff, and, people found what worked. And then a big shout out to Noah for getting his car together. His whole team and crew got his car together and went out and won it. But I'm not going to go too far now. I want to save it for next week's show. But it was just overwhelming to the senses, is all I can tell you. And yes, Jurassic Park, Lucas Hand lived up to every single expectation you can imagine. My God, it was unbelievable. Turning red, bro. Yeah, because I'm thinking there's video in there that should not be shown on this channel, and just the shenanigans. But man, it was it was just awesome. It was just
Blushing, bro.
No, I'm actually smiling because it was happy. It was fun time. Like,
yeah,
there were some crazy side bets that were put out there if certain people won the races. And I'm sure, I'm disappointed our team won. I didn't win. But at the same time, I'm kind of glad, because I would have had to do some crazy stuff that but I'm a man of my word. If I would have happened, I would have did it. So
now, again, not getting into too much detail, I watched the video this morning, the actual race video, and you were commenting. You did play-by-play commentary. You were Stu Lance, man.
I was very fortunate enough to be asked to go up.
How'd that all take place?
It was really kind of a shock. I mean, honestly, it was it's new to them, right? It's new to this. So just to set the groundwork, and again, 52 years Crandon's been out there racing. Not once in 52 years has a Class 11 had its own race.
Yeah.
So, and then they needed somebody in the booth to really educate people and get into it. I mean, the guys know, hey, is he a bug? Herbie goes bananas here, but what's about it? What's in it? What's going on? And we wanted to really do our best to educate them while we could, entice them to get out and start racing them, and build a project car or buy a car, and just try to make sure that everybody, is as excited as I am. I mean, dude, it was nuts, but to work alongside, guys, Friday night was awesome. Those guys call the Ultra 4 stuff, especially too. They're really good at what they do.
Yeah.
And then for me, it was kind of like a little kid. So I got to work with Ralph Shaheen and Ken Stout. I mean, Speed Sports and Speed TV and all those guys will do everything. So I got to be in the booth and calling. It was pretty cool.
How nervous were you?
I was beyond nervous. Not gonna lie. My hands were sweating. Like the first time, I'm like, like I'm gonna barf before I get up here. But
no, you know what? You actually did a really, really good job. And it's funny too, because I could tell that they were leaning on you for information, because, he was making some comments about oh, so you can still fan Volkswagen?
Yeah.
I'm like, and you know, all of us are like, yeah, of course.
Well, everything
But-
rots off the fenders over there. It's
Right.
terrible.
Yeah. So it was really cool. I was like, I didn't even know you had done the commentary till I watched the video. Then I'm like, oh shit, that's Corey. Corey's talking.
Yeah,
Corey's talking.
It was,
He's not fumbling around.
Cool, man.
Yeah,
I really,
good.
I enjoy it, man. I love doing this podcast. I love being up in the studio and talking about it. You know, unfortunately enough, I'm not in a healthy spot right now in my life to be able to be behind the wheel of my car. So it was really good. You know, it gave me a little bit of a fix. Because to be honest, it got to me a little bit on Thursday when I didn't get to go out and do the practice session, and reality kind of set in. Like, fuck, you know, this sucks. So it was a good distraction for me.
Yeah, that feeling makes you go buy a car.
Yeah, you should probably get another car.
Yeah, you should.
But you know, I just, you know, it is what it is, and we had a good time, and I'm super thankful for the opportunity. Again, shout out to Marty Fioca from Rinsborg Group and the Crandon family for making it so welcome and giving me that badge, and got to walk around and feel good about myself. And you know, it was cool, man. But you know, beginning in the early production notes, I'll tell you right now, like, those dudes are true professionals. You know, I had to be there early Sunday morning, production meetings, television stuff, you know, trying to talk and commentate while people are talking to you about this and cut camera here and get ready for this. It was,
oh, wow.
And then, you know, you'll see spots where I didn't get to finish my point, or I got cut off, or what, you know, but that's because we had to get a commercial, or the buildup was a little late, or we're running behind it. So there's so many moving pieces to that type of production stuff that was, you know, it was difficult, but remember, we did the best we could. So,
oh, that's fun.
Lucas, did you stumble from the barn? That's a silly question. Yeah. They just know how to put on a show, guys. And again, I don't want to keep going on the path of it. It's tough. So we're the COVID project worked. That's all I can say as far as, you know, building these cars during a COVID time when there was nothing else going on, no drag racing, no events were open, but the desert's always open and the dirt's always there. So great way to test the product, show what we're doing, and you know, had a hell of a good time doing it, and just built some memories and some friendships and some lifelong friends that we're gonna have forever. So, and I'll tell you right now, Crandon 2022, we're coming in hot. And I told Marty I wouldn't be surprised if we had 25 to 30 plus cars go out there for that. Too many people, too many locals had the fun. And there was way too much interest in questions, man. I mean, we were talking to everybody. People were talking to Timmy about getting motors, who to get stuff through, how to get things here, where, what, you know, what shops to buy from. So it's great because it's going to help all the local shops. It's going to help the guys, you know, like Apple Tree, and the guys are ordering from J Bugs, and all these different shops that these guys are comfortable with and have been buying parts from. Just going to buy more parts from more people.
Yeah.
So let's just keep it rolling, man. I mean, let's just embrace it and enjoy this thing, and ride it where we can. And that's all we want to do, is just be infectious about the hobby, whether it's off-road racing, drag racing, street car stuff, restoration guy, buggy stuff. It don't matter what you got. Just get out and do it and build it. And that's really what this whole project's about, is just trying to be infectious.
Yeah, I know. And I noticed you did drop, or they asked during the telecast, you know, what the cost was for your basic Volkswagen to get into it. And when you told them, the guy was like, what?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, that's true. I mean, these
and
cars,
hopefully that'll, you know, encourage more people to get into it, because they see that it's something that's affordable for the average regular guy.
And I tell them, if you're not comfortable building something from scratch, you know, not everybody can build a roll cage and do that stuff, which is okay. They don't have the means. There's guys out here that'll sell you pre-bent cages. You finish them up in your shop, have your buddy weld them up, do what you got to do, but then you can start, or you can buy a car. There's cars out there for sale, and I use that reference. I mean, they're out there.
Yeah.
So join some of the Facebook groups and be on the lookout. And then these guys will help you too, man. And you know, a big shout out to all those guys, man. We had, you know, one of the guys drove all the way from Massachusetts.
Oh, really?
And the guys had the worst luck in the world. Garrett Harvey with the Project Stink Bug. You guys see him on Instagram. Dude went 20 miles with the Mint 400 on a brand new car that he built, blew the motor up, waits a year, goes through COVID, does all this stuff. Sletton Engineering builds him a nice bullet, gets everything going, goes out there, drives the wheels off it, blows it up. One of the fellow competitors, Cisco Bio, you guys see him in the hot pink car, lent him a motor. I mean, just that's the stuff that it's about. It's just about coming together and, just helping one another. So we'll talk more about that next week. So you guys really want to get into the next week's show is the Crandon recap. It gets worth its own hour. The shenanigans, the video clips we're going to share from there. Pistol Pete hitchhiking from Appleton, trying to find his way. I mean, we've got it all. Matter of fact, the dude's still stuck. He's chiming in right now. He says he's stuck in Chicago.
Was that real?
That was 100% real. He literally hitchhiked 60 miles till we picked him up.
I thought that was a skit.
That is not. So he did the Joe Dirt thing, I won't kill you kind of vibe. Put his race helmet out so when people knew he was like not some kind of hatchet murderer looking to chop you up. But this dude, he just was impatient and wanted to get to Crandon. And so dumb. And he talked about how he sold a bumper with the dude that was on the way, just stuff that would never happen. And that's the fun part of Pete. He's just fun, easygoing, and glad to have him on our team. So let's see. Volks Jam, we're giving away a set of General tires and Method wheels for the poker run. Very cool, Lucas. I mean, hopefully that show sounds like it's going to be an awesome show. So if you guys don't know, Volks Jam by the Dam, Saturday, October 16th in Arizona. Check out Lucas Hand on Instagram or Facebook. He'll point you in the right direction, get you guys signed up. And it's an EMPI sponsored event with him. And we're happy to, again, support a good cause and support a cool event. Second year ever, I think. So what's up, Larry Negrete Senior checking in right now. Good to see you, man. It's been a minute. I know things are crazy down there. Those guys are prepping for the Baja 400 just in a couple weeks. So I know some of our guys on the team are heading there as well, getting everything rolling. It's just nuts, man. There's so much stuff going on. And yeah.
Remember when there was nothing going on?
Yeah. Like watching paint dry for a while.
Jesus. And now it's like we can't even pick what we're going to do. There's so much going on. The
one thing that I want people to keep in mind, and I've seen some comments on Facebook about it and whatnot. We started off, we didn't say we started off. We've been known as a drag racing company, right? A performance company. And during the midst of COVID, there was no drag racing. Okay. And what we tried to do was do a project that would.
There were no car shows.
There was nothing. Show cars. There was nothing. And I know we keep getting a lot of pressure and a lot of heat. Like, why don't you guys do, drag stuff? Why don't you guys do drag stuff? So a couple things. Number one, where we live in Southern California, we have one track. We had two. We now have one track that's close. That's Irwindale. At that track, there is only 3 events that are VW events at that track. It's really tough to go in and go out drag racing. Yeah, we have Barona down in San Diego. That's a good 2.5 hour drive down there. There's maybe an event or two there, but as far as VW goes, I know they worked on it. We went to a couple of them this year, but it's limited. There's nothing at Bakersfield. That's 3 hours away from us. And then we have Sacramento twice a year. That's 8 hours away from us.
That's no more, right?
Yeah. And I mean, that's anticipated to be the last one too. So I don't know. But I just want you guys that are chiming in, that are making these comments, that are doing this stuff. We're doing what we can with what we've got. We're doing stuff that people can relate to, people can and build from. And know that we love drag racing too. That's my first love. That's my passion. We're just having a really good time going out and playing in the dirt, and then sprinkling in some drag racing. We go back east. We go to Farmington. It's just not. It's a lot harder to drag. We're going to go a lot further to drag a bug to go drag racing out of here, right? We can go SSVX racing with Jack and Ashlyn. We're limited. That's NHRA stuff. So, we really want to, entice everybody. And so just want you to know that we do love it. We love the streetcar stuff. We love all of it. We love fast street cars. we love fast everything. And as a whole, we're building way more parts for them hot street cars and drag cars. So stay tuned, guys. Ton of new stuff coming. But just wanted to kind of set the ratio, man. We love it. We've got a really cool project that's going to be a badass street car that you guys have heard me talk about here, our 63 Rag project. That's going to be getting going here real soon. And that's going to be a badass, fast street car, which we'll probably go to the track and have some fun with. So I wanted to make sure I touched on that. We talked about Treffin.
Yep.
And we talked about Crandon briefly. We got talked about the Arizona show. Again, can't think of anything else off the top of my head. We want to go. Make sure you get out and follow, like I said, VW Life. And Adrian's got one more chance to beg for some free t-shirts.
Send me your t-shirts and I'll post them online, and then everyone will order them for you. Size large.
Other than that, guys, man, what an awesome way. I can't believe an hour flew by already.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. It's just fun. It's good to be back. It's great to see all you guys chiming in. Every single one of you guys. I dig it. Lucas and Larry and Pete, shout out to that dude. Just everybody. I mean, Dennis is chiming in. Overlander, the Otter, the Overlander. Can you make it harder to say? I mean, really? Come on, bud.
Isn't that Jason?
Yeah, it's Jason. Yeah. Even Ernie Negrete chiming in. Like I said, those guys are thrashing away and they're getting ready for the Baja 400. So if you guys want to go down to Mexico in a couple weeks, go check out Baja 400. We're pulling for this dude. Kids sitting number 1 in the 5/1600 class. If he can go out and pull a win this weekend, that almost solidify his championship and hopefully rookie of the year, driver of the year. And we'd like to see a lot of good things come to that family. So they're a good family, great people.
Yep, the best.
Good to see you, Frank. So Frank, if you got any new ideas and stuff like that, like with the Porsche Journal stuff and other H-beam rods for Porsche stuff, then get that ball rolling on your end and tag us, man. We'd love to help you guys out. If that truly is a need in that community, let us know. We're here to help. If you have other ideas you need for the Porsche, whether it's wiring stuff, we've been looking at all kinds of different stuff for the 356, and all the way up to early 911. And we're working on new products and projects. So just hang in there.
If you're local, you want to talk Porsche stuff, go to the Treffin.
Yeah, that's a great point. Go to the Treffin this Sunday. Phoenix Club in Anaheim. Also, October 16th is Octo Show. That'll be at Veterans Stadium in Long Beach. It's crazy. We're already talking October. I mean, we're the 7th of September already. This is friggin' nuts. We've got so much stuff, and we got SEMA and PRI and everything else. The DKW show in Mexico. I mean, it is absolutely insane schedule right now, and we're working on it. So,
and we got to work regular jobs, right?
Oh yeah, and the regular jobs. So,
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Anyways, guys, we will be back next week, 3:00 Pacific Standard Time, and we're gonna have a bunch of stuff. We're gonna do a full Crandon recap, and just thank you guys for tuning in every single week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this little clip. Just showing you the first turn going into Crandon from the hill. They did shorten our run up, so they gave us about half the distance to rock it in. And man, this is cool. So
that is awesome.
That should give you just an inclination of where we're heading with this. That's 17 Class 11s hucking it off the main jump, coming down the hill at the big house, Crandon International in Crandon, Wisconsin. So we'll see you guys next week, 3:00. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.
See ya.